feel is the most challenging for you as a teacher in this lesson?
Just making sure more of the relevance. We know that they tell us when we go to check out, they tell us what our total is, and so for them at their age, they're going to tell me, why do I need to know? But it's just getting across to them the importance of knowing how to do this on their own.
Absolutely.
So they can use it to budget.
Sure.
If they're going to buy a big ticket item on sale, how much do they need to save? And just making sure they're not being scammed.
Absolutely.
People make mistakes. They type in the wrong number. They hit the wrong key. And so at least knowing an idea of what you should be paying. And if it comes back, you can go, hey, wait a second.
Right. This is off. I know. Yeah.
And so
that's
the hard part of getting them to understand, that really is important.
This is why. The why.
The why.
That makes sense.
Why are we doing this lesson?
That makes sense. And so as far as
7th grade, yes, I know, but it's a super important thing.
Right. And especially them just embarking on this independence, after this year and having to, really kind of take over these purchases more and be more responsible for it and their own money, making sure that their money is going where it should be. So that makes sense. So now, as far as the students, what issues do you think that they might have with doing the work or learning the concepts? What things do you think they're going to struggle with?
Just the successive discount. They're going to want to add those two together.
More than one discount?
Yeah, on the more than one discount. The one discount, they're okay. Sometimes they struggle with sales tax. They end up subtracting it at the end because they subtracted the discount. So they subtract instead of adding it back in. So that's
mixing up those a little.
Yeah.
Okay.
But mostly the successive discounts. They're going to want to add those together to create a shortcut, and it's not going to work.
Got it. That makes sense. So then how are you going to work on that? Is it just practice? Is it just like repetition and having problems with just discount?
Yeah.
Just
repetition.
And then the two together.
Two together.
Okay.
Making sure they understand. And repetition. We do an example where they do add the discounts together and they see that it's too much money if they add the discounts. And that's why stores don't add them.
Smart.
Because
it's beneficial for the
buyer,
customer, but not for them. Right.
That's why they don't add them.
That makes sense. Okay, so let's. I gave you the placemat for the CSTPs, and we kind of talked about them, and so we decided on 2 of them, and so you want to share which ones we're going to cover?
So we're going to focus on 1-3. Connecting subject matter to meaningful real life circumstances, because that's what this class is all about.
Yes, 100%. And discounts says that for
demonstrating 3.1, demonstrating knowledge of subject matter through the standards and curriculum.
So now, the 1.3, I totally get how that connects to real life and making it meaningful for sure. Discounts is in our lives. What about the standards and the curriculum? How is this meeting our standards for the teaching the discounts? Or is it more maybe not discounts, but it's actually the math that we're doing?
Yeah, so it's math. It's the math. But financial algebra, our standards are to teach them real life.
Right.
And so
this kind of goes with it.
It's one of those. It's, again, they feel like it's a beneath them type. Math is beneath them, but at the same time, it's super important for you guys to understand at least an idea of what you should be paying at the register.
Right, because they're of the argument that someone's already doing it for me.
Right.
Okay, so just really getting them to focus on having that understanding.
Yeah.
Okay.